Tom, battling draw secured today. On the balance of things, after 4 closely fought days, is that a result you're happy to take?
I think, especially the way at lunch today, I think obviously we'd take a draw. I think right up until that point, it was very even right the way through. Obviously the game got away with us. Losing Sam Cook during the game wasn't ideal. But credit to them, they played fantastically well and showed that you can score runs on a challenging wicket that's got a little bit in it for everyone. So I think a draw is fair. I think if there was an opportunity for a chase, I would have been interested in that. But I think the way that they played obviously then stacked it in their favour to try and push for a win.
Yeah, you mentioned a chase there, and with the way kind of cricket's been played around the world the past years, the totals that teams are happy to be chasing has kind of been called into question a little bit more. Was there a number that you kind of were thinking about chasing as like a kind of almost a cut-off point?
Well, we weren't really hoping for a number, to be honest. We were hoping to bowl them out. There was a stage when they were 200, were leaded 200 for 6, and we thought, if we can get them 210 for 8 and bowl them out cheaply, then actually it's probably a little bit in our favour. We've battled there and ended up on about 150 for 4, 140 for 4. So yeah, we were actually, obviously start the day hoping to try and push for a victory. But credit to them, they played really well. Keats batted really well for them, and then Hartley took on home and Bailey just took it away from us really.
Yeah, and obviously you want to try and take advantage of playing at Chelmsford when possible, but securing a draw against Lancashire and especially not letting them take any points off you at this stage of the season is really crucial. They're a strong team, and you presume they'll be there or thereabouts at the end in September.
Yeah, definitely. They are a strong team, as are we, so I think it's fair. Obviously the points shared. It is frustrating though, because there's moments in the game. I think we lost a lot of weather obviously on day 3, but the evening session on day 2, if we could have made inroads then, it would have maybe made life a bit easier on day 3 when we did get out there. So we're playing some good cricket, but I think what's pleasing is there's a lot of areas that we can still improve on. So moving forward, it's positive.
And we saw a really valiant effort by Adam Rossington coming out to bat. He's clearly still struggling with a hand injury. Was that his choice to come out to bat? Was Harmer ready to come in?
Well, Harmer was ready to come in because he was in next, but. Yeah, no. Credit to Rosso. He got a knock on his finger during the game, and he still wanted to bat, which was brilliant for us. Says a lot about him and his character. But yeah, there were some fantastic performances in the game. I think once we string it all together, that's when we're going to be a really challenging team to beat.
And from a personal point of view as well, you got a score in the first innings at Lords and some good time at the crease today, and there were really crucial circumstances. How are you feeling with bat in hand?
It's a bit challenging at times. It's frustrating again getting a couple of 40s. Last year I got an enormous amount of starts and didn't manage to kick on, whereas I feel like a couple of times this season already I could have kicked on. Today was immensely frustrating, having done a lot of the hard work and getting out. But I think the more that all our batters contribute, the better place we're going to be in. We've definitely got a bowling attack that can win the league. So if we can get runs on the board, then we're going to challenge, I think.
And on to Kent next week, sitting in a really strong position after the opening 2 games. Obviously there could be some changes to the squad depending on how certain injuries progress. But how's the feeling in the camp?
Yeah, good. We've had a lot of success at Canterbury the last few years. Sam Cook in particular. But yeah, I mean, obviously if we go there next week and we secure a victory, 2 wins and a draw in the first 3 games is a strong position to be in after the first segment of red ball cricket. So yeah, one thing that we've tried not to do is look too far ahead. We've got a couple of days off, and then we'll be training, and we'll obviously make selections for that Kent game moving forward.